And hello and welcome to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, some call me Dandy, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, the no throne Cicerone. And welcome back to stream, folks. Welcome back to Thursday, the 40th day of the week. Very happy to have you here with us today. And you might be wondering, well, Ales, you generally stream on Wednesdays. What happened last night? You dropped the ball, Ales. And to that I say, yeah, it wasn't the greatest of nights. It wasn't the greatest of Wednesdays, and so I thought, you know what, maybe not today. But we are back here on Thursday, Friday, as we intend to be. So thank you so much for being here. We do have a few special stars on the chat already. Let me go ahead and say hello to them in order. Of course, hello, Mrs. Spectrum, legendary community member, now traveling. I won't say where, but definitely someplace special in another part of the world. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope that you are very much enjoying yourself, Spectrum. Spectrum, of course, is another I want to say another, but definitely an excellent streamer, does a lot of first playthroughs, and is also a musician, so kindly consider following them. Last seen playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So yeah, once again, I'll have to check out in detail some of your travel pictures, Spectrum. I did just kind of catch a glimpse as to what you have over there, and I did especially caught my eye, this kind of like a maybe like a creme brulee sort of dish or something like that. You can say where if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. So Spectrum is in Italy. And that is all I will say about your specific coordinate, Spectrum. I don't want you to be hunted down in a mission style situation or anything like that. But thank you so much for being candid about these things. Once again, appreciate you being here. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Maybe the tiramisu. Yes, I think that's what it was. I think that's what it is. I am terrible at my desserts because I don't enjoy them as often. And of course, I did want to say hello to a community member, fellow Fruity, Exo Peachy, also known as Marie. Thank you so much for being here today. How are you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. Very much appreciate you. Also, a fellow Fruity member, I would love to know what you were playing last, Marie. Last seen playing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. I would love to know how far you're into it, Marie. I want to say that Link's Awakening is probably my favorite 2D Zelda. And most recently I played the remake on the Switch. I had a good time with it, but I want to say that it wasn't, it didn't pull on the nostalgia strings as much as the pixelated version of Link's Awakening did. So, I'm always kind of just interested to hear what folks think of the remake versus the original, this and that. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for being here. Give me the exact coordinates for where you're at. I would love to, well, if y'all can DM each other and find that information, I'm not gonna stop you, but it took me 24 hours to get here. I'd like to see y'all try and find me. You know what? There's these days there's cameras everywhere, so I can't imagine if we put like every single system of cameras into work that we would be able to find good old Spectrum hanging out eating some delicious. What am I thinking? What's a good Italian? Some focaccia, some spaghetti, lots of spaghetti, of course. Let's see. I'm playing a randomizer, so it's hard to say, but it's my favorite Zelda of all time. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I have never seen anybody play a randomizer of a Link's Awakening, but that sounds really cool. I hope that you're enjoying it. I can't imagine that there's a bad order in which to play those dungeons. They are very, very lively, lots of personality in them. Actually, probably for my next Zelda game, I'm thinking of going to the Oracle games, which of course are not Link's Awakening, but of course they take a lot of cues from them. So that should be coming soon. Nice. Cacio e pepe, and that bread was a really special bruschetta. I love me a good bruschetta. It's refreshing. It's almost like a what would be like a creamier version of a salad, but in a compact form, almost a finger food. But it doesn't have to be. It can be a full meal by itself as well. I wish that I would enjoy these things a bit more often, but unfortunately my partner is not the biggest when it comes to Italian food. And most of the time, I gotta say, we diverge when it comes to this particular point. But I hope that you're enjoying it. I'm hungry now. The Oracle games are built off the same system as Link's Awakening. Yeah, exactly. It was good. The pasta was perfect. We love a good pasta. Was it al dente, Spectrum? Was it al dente? I only played Ages, but I loved it. Wow, that's actually exactly where I am, because I did finish Ages back as a kid. I had seasons, and I kind of like started maybe like the first dungeon, and I fell off for one reason or another. So I'm probably right at that same spot. I feel like at this point I probably need to go back and restart both. And of course, last but not least, definitely not least, how could we forget about our friend, the Kitty Toe Beans? Of course, Kitty, thank you so much for being here. I will have my Walmart sauce spaghetti leftovers now. Thank you so much for popping in. Fellow Fruity member, of course, the Kitty Toe Beans, mostly plays JRPGs, last seen playing Final Fantasy IX, of course, after a legendary run through Final Fantasy VIII, like all over in a single weekend. I am impressed. My hat is off to you, Kitty. I don't know how you do it. That level of focus is immaculate. But yeah, please go check out the Kitty Toe Beans. Let's see. Yes, proper al dente. It was soft but still with a bite, and that's how we like it. That's how we like it. See, and that's I am jealous now because all of the cool people that I know like FF9 a lot. But to this day, I feel like I have two versions of FF9. I have the original PlayStation, and then I think I have it downloaded. Maybe I have a remaster downloaded in one of the more newer consoles. But to this day, I haven't made the time for it, and I really need to correct that mistake. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for being here. I did want to go ahead and do the redeem. I haven't forgotten about that, Spectrum. You did ask me to hug Churro, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and introduce our best buddy in the whole world, my partner in crime, Churro. Churro, can you get over here? Oh, we'll get a treat later. Give me just a second to pull him up. Come on, come on. And of course, Churro is my corgi boy of 7 years of age. He's once again, he actually runs this stream. People wouldn't tune in if it wasn't for Churro, and so he's generally over there in that corner lying in the pillow. But you know, every once in a while we manage to lure him in with some treats. So this one is for you, Spectrum. This moment of cuteness is all your fault, so thank you for that. And now let's put you back down.
Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't.
And here you go. Go back to the camera for the nice people. Okay, where was I? So, let's see. I only played the Steam one. Nice. Co-host Churro. He is the co-host. Thank you. I almost forgot. I'm tired. It's 10:30 p.m. over here. I hope that you're getting over the jet lag. Okay, Spectrum. Thank you for. Yeah, of course. I should. After all, Churro is the star of this stream, so I could never forget anybody redeeming anything for him. The Churro tech support. You know, at this point, given my level of knowledge in terms of computers, he might as well be tech support. So that's as far as that goes. I always take the blame for that. Well, you are definitely most responsible for that. But yeah, today we're playing Banjo-Tooie, which is a game that I haven't played for a while, and for some reason my Switch 2 is crapping out. Hold on. You know, one thing that I always don't care for is just the fact that the screen for the Switch 2 starts going black after like 3 minutes or so of inactivity. And so people will come in wondering what it is I'm playing. They basically just see a black screen, and I'm just like, no, wait, we're actually playing a game. It's just that I chat too much. But we're playing Banjo-Tooie, which is a game that I think I've been playing since late last year. I think it was in December that I started playing it as part of a charity event, and we've been playing it on and off. We're actually playing it on the Nintendo Switch online application, but we've actually got the Nintendo 64 controller for it, because that is the only way to play these games. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to show off. If I try to play most N64 games using my Nintendo Switch Pro controller, I am basically giving myself a handicap. It's not well when it comes to the second joystick controls. But yeah, that's what we'll be playing before we actually get started, because we have to keep doing these befores. We do talk about ales in this stream, and today is no different. Today we have something from our friends at Black Hammer Brewing Company. And by friends, I mean it is a one-sided friendship, as most of my relationships are. This is Cuddle Puddle, which is a hazy India Pale Ale, also known as a hazy IPA. As you can see, you see some gummy bears in front, in the middle of some tropical lush setting. I imagine that they are in the process of melting. But yeah, it's kind of like it's a joie de vivre kind of image. I definitely enjoy seeing gummy bears in most media and content. Now, Cuddle Puddle. Yeah, it's a kind of a goofy name, right? It's a goofy name. I'm off to bed, Ales. Good. Thank you. Good to see you. Please rest well, Spectrum. Once again, thank you so much for popping in. Sweet dreams, and I hope that tomorrow you have a jam-packed adventure day ahead of you. But yeah, what exactly is a hazy IPA? You might be asking yourself. So, an IPA is an India Pale Ale, which is generally a type of beer that is known for its bitter flavor. The old story goes that when colonists from Great Britain would travel to India, they would have to add extra hops to their beer so that the beer would actually stay sterile, because lo and behold, hops actually contains a sterilizing agent. And so they would add a bunch of it. It would taste very bitter, but apparently sailors liked it. Not necessarily my cup of tea. That particular flavor survived to this day. What they decided to do in more modern times is to take that basic formula, and rather than use the hops during the boiling process, what they decided to do is take a bunch of those and put them during the fermentation process, which actually allows the beer to get some of the more floral and fruity flavors from the hops themselves. Because yes, if you just boil hops, all you're gonna get is bitter flavor, but actually if you simmer them down, then you actually allow them to give the beer particular floral compounds, which is nice, which is delightful. The other thing about hazy IPAs, of course, is that they're hazy because they're largely unfiltered. They're unfiltered, which means that a lot of what you have in your fermentation tank is what ends up in your glass. But yeah, that's what we will be drinking, and that's enough me gabbing about this. Let's see what Untappd has to say on this particular beer before we actually taste it. 6% alcohol by volume. Cuddle Puddle, our core hazy IPA, is bursting with juicy Cryo Citra, Idaho 7, and Galaxy hops. These are all hop names. I don't know most of my hop names. I haven't studied like the hop handbook. So a lot of this reads like a different language to me. And it's one of the smoothiest hazies we've ever brewed. We've got pink guava, peach ring, passion fruit, mango, Valencia orange, lime, lychee, E-Honda, Chun-Li. Everyone is here. So all the flavors of all the fruits are here. Let's go and try and find them. Thank you for the lurk, Moon Glow system. Hope you're doing well. Very much appreciate you. But yeah, let's actually go ahead and taste this one. Let me go ahead and give you a shouty while you're here. Very quickly, Moon Glow system, friend of the stream, last seen playing Tiny Bookshop. Kindly consider giving them a follow. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and actually pour this one out. Sorry, the last few cans that I've actually opened on stream have actually popped on me, so I was just being a little extra careful with this one. So hopefully everyone's having a mellifluous Thursday. I know that it is not as wonderful as a Friday, but you know what, we're almost there. We're almost there. I was thinking last night about how I felt about my Wednesday streams, and generally on a Wednesday I'll wake up at about 5 in the morning, which is generally what the time at which I wake up every day for my work day. and then I'm trying to push like a 10 p.m. stream, and I don't know, at a certain point it kind of just felt like a little self-defeating, like a little challenging, and so I'm kind of rethinking that whole framework, trying to see if there's another spot where I can actually jam those in. Anyways, as you can see, it's a hazy beer, pale ale. You've got a golden color with a slightly tannish coloration to it. You got very thin bubbles, very light bubbles on the top. And I am now noticing that every time I move, I am dropping some churro hairs. In terms of a nose, we've got refreshing citrus, maybe a little bit of lemon. I want to say there's some sweetness as well, maybe a little bit of mango is what I'm recognizing there. Feminale, dear viewer, thank you so much for being here. So yeah, you get some good taste of mango flesh. I want to say that there is a little citrus to it. It comes from passion fruit. I can't tell the guava flavor too well, but I can definitely sense that there is something a bit more, a little more tea-like, and maybe that might be the peach itself. Again, I detect citrus from lemon, but it's not particularly like that punch-in-the-face citrus. It's a little more rounded, almost if you've got like the mandarin orange equivalent of a lemon. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Not quite getting that lychee that it suggested, but all things being fair, I am not very familiar with lychee. You got actually some a little bit of a nice wheat bread aroma on the after aroma, which is nice. It kind of compounds on the beer. Very little in terms of bitterness, not particularly a bitter beer. Very enjoyable. This one is good. This one is actually a little more agreeable than I originally thought, and I've had this one a couple of times. Let's go ahead and give this a rating. 3.5 is what we're getting for it today. But yeah, that is what we'll be drinking today. We do have one last item here. Question of the night, because we have to have a question of the night. 2D or 3D platforming? I will answer that as soon as we get started. But with that, let's go back to Banjo-Tooie. Okay, let's raise the volume here. And that's a bit loud. Okay, so let's see where I was last I was playing this. $37 jiggies. I feel like I had more, but maybe I'm a little bit, what do you call it? A short-sighted, what do you call it when you have a horse and they have like horse blinders? Maybe that's what I meant to say. Maybe I have horse blinders that I think that I've made more progress than I actually have. Let's go ahead and check out our totals. On the Isle of Hags, we have a bunch of things. Mayhem Temple, we actually have everything there. Glitter Gulch Mine, we're still missing a couple of jiggies. Witchy World, I know which ones we are missing, so there's no question about that. Jolly Rogers Lagoon, there's a few things that we need to come back to there. And then of course, that's where we left off. That is where we left off, which means that we're starting out a new world today. Today we're starting out Terrydactyland. Or as I like to call it, TerrenceDuctileLand. Is there a jiggy up there? Oh no, it's a cleffa or a cleffy.
Where are you going, punk? Select B to cancel.
Let's go all the way to the cliff top. Boom, bum, boom, bum, boom, bum, boom. Okay. So let's go ahead and try and find how do we get to Terrydactyland. I don't think we have this skill yet. Yeah, we're not there yet, unfortunately. Oh no, the hitboxes. Nice, nice. The other thing that I remember about this game in particular is just the fact that enemies really just, whenever they see you, they lunge at you. They just lunge at you like you kicked their puppy or something like that. Okay. Can we actually go in? It is written that 36 jiggies are required to open this door. You have enough jiggies to attempt my challenge. Do you wish to walk to my sacred temple? Yes! Top-notch voice acting. Okay, so we're back at Jiggy Wiggy's temple. I think it's kind of odd that you kind of have to teleport here every single time you want to do one of these block puzzles. But whatever. It's at the very least you don't have to walk all the way back, right? The Ale's voice acting career confirmed. You know what? If we were to actually consider something like that, maybe for like a children's show with like goofy plushy characters or something like that. Unfortunately, nothing serious. Alright, let's do this. I'm a puzzle machine. No, I'm not. Okay, let's go through the rules. You gotta find the corners first. Corners are your friends. This looks good. No? Maybe here? Oh my gosh. This is a very furry hand, which doesn't... Okay, there it goes. Doesn't really allow me to deviate from like perfection. I'm just too much of a deviant, I guess. Too many questions, Mr. Nigma. Okay, I've got some more corner... No, I've got a few pieces. That doesn't go there. Oh, just pick it up. I feel like this timer music is really wailing on me here. Me trying every absolute combination just to make sure that we fit that piece in there. Oh, this reminds me, when I was a kid, my parents got me this Rubik's Cube, and I specifically remember that instead of like the colored pieces, the 6 colors, what it actually had was Dragon Ball GT characters, because, I don't know, Dragon Ball GT. And I had no way to actually do those puzzles. It was... Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the first time I failed. So much for being a puzzle machine. But where was I in the story? So they got me this Rubik's Cube with Dragon Ball GT characters. And actually, they weren't even Dragon Ball GT characters. They were pictures of Dragon Ball GT counterfeit action figures, because I lived in Peru. So anyways, needless to say, I couldn't solve the Rubik's Cube. And what I ended up doing more than once is just peeling off the stickers off of the Rubik's Cube, and then just putting the cube back together that way. Yeah, cause you know what? Sometimes you gotta cheese these things to make them work. It's the reality of things. Let's see. FF9 has been a fun time voice acting. Well, you do it well, Kitty. You do it well. I actually really like it how you named all the characters after Pokemon. I'd love to hear or see what you named the rest of them, because it's sold in a lighthearted way at first. I was lame and peeled the stickers off. See, we basically did the same thing. We did the same thing. Great minds think alike. But I think I can figure it out now that we have access to the internet to get tutorials. You say that, I believe it was pretty recently where I was trying to read a Rubik's Cube guide for this Rubik's Cube I found. Excuse me. And for the life of me, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It wouldn't be fast though. Yeah, maybe if like I found like a step-by-step tutorial, it would be nice. But yeah, cheers to Rubik's Cubes out there. Cheers to Rubik's Cubes. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, this time let's really stick to the corners. We're locked in. Clear your mind of whimsy. Be like the ginkgo flower. Okay. Now, see, it made me drop it even though I wasn't ready. No, see no evident pieces. Oh, wait, here's one. Corner. I'm bouncing all over the place. Who knew that the hardest part of Banjo-Tooie would be the puzzle? Okay. Here? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe here? No. I'm flubbing this so hard. World's hardest flubber. It looked good. No? Oh, come on. 19 seconds? How is that even possible? Come on, come on, come on, just move the thing. Nice! World champion! Cheers to Rubik's Cube. Gamer! Yeah, we did it. And there was no sweat in my beanie here. I had it. Okay, but now we actually have access to Terrydactyland. The Quagmire. Wait, actually, this is not Terrydactyland. This is Grundy Industries. This is a future world. See, that's why this was a lot harder. Because it was for a world that we actually weren't even intending to go to. So then where's Terrydactyland? You are indeed the chosen one. You also have enough Jiggies to attempt Jiggy Wiggy's Challenge 7. No, I don't wanna. Leave me alone, Dad. Leave me alone, Dad. Oh, my dad's actually traveling, but... Okay, let's go in here. Let's try this again. Try to go back to the cliff top, I guess. Okay, so if that is not Terrydactyland, there's a pterodactyl right there though. Shouldn't that mean that that is actually, maybe that's 2 on the nose or 2 on the beak? 2 on the beak? Maybe. Hey, there's some pogo shoes here. Oh, it's like a suction cup sort of thing. Banjo-Kazor. Exactly. Welcome, Vamp. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday to you. Fellow Fruity member, please consider giving Vampire Valkyrie 2048 a follow. Last seen playing Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Hopefully you're enjoying that. I'm pretty sure I stumbled on the chat where you were discussing it, but I hope you're having a good time with it. Sick, lol, how are you? Well, I'm so sorry that you're sick. I hope it's nothing serious, Vamp. There's definitely a lot of respiratory bugs out there these days. So stay safe, y'all. Drink plenty of water. Drink some soup. I love me some good soup. Minestrone, malagatani. Not so much for the chicken and noodles. Not really my thing. But most other soups are fine. Delta is dope. And see, this is the point where I have to bow my head in shame, because the only actual Metal Gear that I've played is Metal Gear Acid for the PlayStation Portable, and as we all know, it's not canon. Even if I had fun with it. But yeah, one day I actually have the first set of Metal Gear collections. I think for one of the later PlayStation. Actually, I think I have it for the PlayStation. Oh, goodbye. Beaten by my own petard. Okay, so where was I? I definitely prefer 3D platforming unless it's DK Tropical Freeze. I'm assuming that is the one game where you make the exception. You know what? Thank you for answering the question of the night. I definitely think that 3D platforming added a lot to the formula, but there is a sense of finality whenever I play 2D platformers, because obviously I'm an ancient. I'm kind of an eternal, and so I've been playing games for a very long time. Most of my original platforming experiences were the Marios and this and that. And what I enjoyed about them was that even though I could explore a lot, there was like a beginning and an end, and that kind of just that sings to me. It's the opposite of cacophony. It's mellifluous. So I like 3D platformers just fine, but I can't grasp that level of finality that I get from 2D platformers. But that's just me. I'm a flawed individual. Sue me. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the raids. Let's go someplace safe. Let me go someplace safe where I don't get attacked by everybody. And let's welcome the raiders. Chrissy, how are you doing today? Great to see you. Let's pop in here. Screen is captured. Let's go back to intermission for just a quick second here. Okay. Before we greet everyone, let me catch up on chat here. We're backwards. Acid is the only one I haven't played, but we live in cross timelines right here. Bam. Let me turn this one off. Tropical Freeze is the best platformer ever. I need to play that one then. And yeah, once again, welcome Raiders. Chrissy, how are you? Chrissy Cat Raid Time. Hello, Bitrate Bard. Here's hoping that you're having a wonderful Thursday. Great to see you. Great to see you too, Chrissy. Thank you so much for bringing your community with you and sharing their time with us. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say that anybody watching right now, past, present, or future, stop what you're doing, stop baking bread, don't paint that fence, and instead, give Chrissy Cat a follow. Chrissy Cat, of course, legendary streamer, focuses on JRPGs and rhythm games, last seen playing Stardew Valley. How are you enjoying Stardew Valley? I can't imagine that this is your first time. I feel like we've talked about you playing Stardew Valley before. I know that you like the mod, so I hope that you're having fun with it. Oh my goodness, and another raid popping in. Thank you so much for the raid, Princess Ali. How are you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. Let's see, we're invading your kingdom with love and positive energy. That is the best kind of energy to invade a kingdom with. Welcome, Detective Neon. And welcome once again, Ali, good to see you. Topo God VT, welcome in. Jaded Fox, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Very much appreciate you. I was doing a collab with Princess Ali and Foxling Bubble. Wow, okay, so it was a trifecta of streamers. Oh, that's awesome. Speaking of which, welcome Raiders. Hello, Jaded Fox. How are you doing today? And once again, welcome Topo God, Jaded Fox. Stardew Starlets. Is that the name of the theme behind the Stardew? I'm assuming that all three of you were playing Stardew Valley together, like in some kind of collab. I've never actually played Stardew Valley with anybody before, but it seems like a very fun activity. I'd love to actually, maybe I should probably catch your VOD. But thank you so much for popping in. And before I don't mind my manners here, anybody watching right now, kindly give Princess Allie a follow, fellow Fruity member. Last seen playing, of course, Stardew Valley, and yeah, just a delight of an individual. Thank you so much for trusting your community with us today. But yeah, I guess double rate here. Let me just go ahead and quickly introduce myself. I am the most boring person in the world. I am known as Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, also known as Dandy. Gentleman streamer, excellence of in execution, and yeah, I like to play retro games. I play modern games. Today we're playing Banjo-Tooie. I have a corgi. If y'all would like to see him, let me actually go ahead and have him pop into camera. And he's not there, but I can make him pop up. There we go, buddy. So there he is. That's Churro, my corgi boy of 7 years of age. He's my partner in crime, has been here since the beginning. He loves streets, he loves pets, he loves leaving fur all over the house, and we love him for it. So please enjoy him enjoying some treats. Ales, you're not boring, we love you. I appreciate the thought, Chrissy. I appreciate, you're too kind. But yeah, was that a Bret Hart reference? You know what? It was, because he was the excellence of execution. I am the exact opposite. I do terrible when it comes to these things. What do we have here? Sure, treat toy time. Let's do it. So we've got two different treat boxes today. Let's go with the Tetris treat box. And actually, let me put on the larger camera for y'all. So, all according to cake. But yeah, thank you very much for the Lurk Topo God. Please enjoy your dinner. Brett is my favorite wrestler of all time, so I love that. He is amazing. I know that he's a bit grumpy these days, but he was definitely amazing. I love his style. I just love his wrestling. I'm not going to go into what happened in his later years because it makes me a little bit sad. But yeah, he was the best. Let's see. All according to cake, indeed. That is so hilarious. The camera changing was all according to plan. It was awesome. I should back that up and clip it then. But yeah, Churro's gonna munch on that box. He's actually been practicing. Every single time somebody redeems the Churro toy treat time, he basically gets one of 5 different treat boxes. So he's actually been getting good at it. Before, he used to take like 5 minutes to work his way through it. These days, I kind of feel like he will do like a 2-minute thing and then he's done with it. He's like, I'm done, Papa. I am done. Hit me again. But yeah, thank you so much for the redeem then. The only other thing of note here is that we do enjoy our ales. I really do enjoy, ales, because it's kind of just my thing. And so every single stream will have one ale that we talk about and that we enjoy. Today we're enjoying a hazy IPA. This one is known as Cuddle Puddle. And as you can see, it's got gummy bears on the front. It's kind of like a nice fruity type of beer. Lots of hazy notes in it. Very much very delicious. It's got passion fruit, mango, Valencia orange, lime, lychee, and pink guava. So all the best flavors there. But yeah, if anybody from the raids that came in has to go and rest, I completely understand. For especially my streamers, Chrissy and Ali, definitely understand if y'all have to head out and get some snacks, recover. Streaming is very active work, so I completely understand if you have to do so, and that goes for all the viewers as well. Don't want you hanging around if you need to stretch and go on about your business. But in case you do decide to stick around, we are playing Banjo-Tooie today, so let's get back to that. Thank you so much. Let's see, and just redeeming the hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Let me actually go ahead and put the volume back on here. And this is the time where I do my disclaimer. Even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of water. Water, the element which brings life. Not only does it help you stay hydrated and regulate your metabolics, but also helps you stave off the deleterious effect of alcohol consumption. So please, drink up. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I'm gonna go get some dinner, but I'm keeping you tapped. Enjoy Banjo. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by, Chrissy. I do need to go eat. Enjoy Banjo-Tooie and LB Lurkies. Very much appreciate you too, Ali. Please enjoy dinner. And thank you all so much for being here. And hello, Jojo. Good to see you. What is going on here? We are playing Banjo-Tooie today. How have you been? Good to see you. What have you been up to recently? Jojo Verdejo, of course, it's a fellow streamer. Mostly does retro games. And last seen playing Crazy Taxi. I hope you're enjoying that. Okay, so Terrydactyland. Terrydactyland. If it's not that temple over there, it must be somewhere around here, right? Some feathers. And that's not. This is a most wonderful of showings for folks that I am just meeting right now. By the way, I strive to do my best. I try to lock in, try to not mumble too much, and of course this kind of thing happens all the time. Doing okay? Well, I'm glad to hear it, Jojo. Hopefully your Thursday is going well. Okay. No, not that way. That's Mumbo's Mountain. Or Mumbo's Hut. Is this a mine? Can we actually go in here? Okay. The plateau. Oh no, we've been here before. We've been here before. This is right where we saw Glitter Gulch Mine, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy Taxi. That's actually a Dreamcast game. Unfortunately, I didn't own a Dreamcast, so I didn't actually get to play it. But how are you liking it, Jojo? Oh, I thought that this place would actually lead me somewhere. But it's just a train. Maybe we take the train? Yeah, what's your high score, Jojo? The world needs to know. What if we call the train? Oh, actually, we can't call the train without Mumbo. So where did it go? Truffy is enjoying the attractions of Witchy World. Would you like Truffy to pick you up?
Yes.
Let's see. Not only I like playing Crazy Taxi, but Jet Set Radio and Sonic Adventure Director's Cut. That's a nice set of games. Lurk, going lurkies for the rest of housework here. Enjoy the game, Ales. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate the lurk. Here's hoping that the housework is not too daunting. I literally just finished with housework myself right before going live, so I was definitely a bit tired. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, Jaded Fox. Let's see. What's your Crazy Taxi high score? I really don't know my highest score. I'll look into it tonight when I'm playing. Oh, I'm almost done. Nice, nice. Been doing it the whole afternoon. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, Thursdays is definitely my chore day. But I'm glad that you're almost done with it. Let's go into... Oh, come on. Oh, Master 3D platformer over here. Let's go in. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay. So can we actually go to... Oh, hey. One-way ticket to Terrydactyland, please. How do we get there, though? Can we just tell the, conductor? Find the train tunnel door switches in other worlds to enable Chuffy to travel between stations. I got that. But we're trying to get, this little baby Triceratops to Terrydactyland. How do we actually tell the train to go to let's see. Oh, sorry about that, Vamp. I think it probably just detected a link and then it got mad. Streamlabs gets mad when people post links. But I can give you the ability to do so if you really want to. Diving back into my other hobbies, such as reading my Tolkien books, fan art drawings, and toy photography. Hello Casey, how are you doing? Me when I laugh. How are you doing today, Casey? It's great to see you. I hope that you're having a wonderful Thursday. Let's see. I think I'm missing a couple of things. True. Rip. Got deleted. I'm sorry, Vamp. It's not. I just have to I just let Streamlabs generally roam free, which is why sometimes these things happen. But like I said, I can find out how to grant you permission to post links, or I can post it for you if you want to DM me. I have no idea what you posted, but I'm sure it was fine. Where is this thing? Ah, these things are just maddening. Okay, thank goodness for that. It's okay. How are you, Yales? I'm doing okay. I've just actually started replaying, or I've started playing Banjo-Tooie again. It's been a while since I played it, and I can't remember for the life of me how to get to... What is it called? Terrydactyland. So I'm trying to figure that one out. And of course, Casey, thank you so much for stopping by. Anybody watching right now, kindly consider giving Casey Q a follow. Fellow Fruity member. Last seen playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, which is probably a game that I would be terrible at. How is that going? Definitely let us know how that's going. Maybe if I... Is there like a lever inside the train that actually tells us where we can go? Maybe that's what we need. All good. It was a VOD of me getting 36,000 in crazy cabby. Nice. But yeah, if you want to just DM it to me, I can probably post it for you. And Kaser. Hi Ali, it didn't go well. I couldn't get my rando to work when I was streaming. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I'm assuming that it was a randomizer for the for Sekiro. Just the most basic of functions. Let's go in. Okay, is there like a destination thing where we can actually choose where to go? Maybe we have to go into the... Oh, into the train, what do you call it? The, what do you call the place where the driver sits? The driver's seat? Is that a thing? The driver's seat? Let's see. Are you blind, Chuffy? It's right in front of you. No, I'm not. I just needed to know how I choose my location. Okay, so maybe this will actually tell us. Oh, wait a second. We can't actually choose Terrydactyland. Well, that was a waste. Then there's gotta be a different way to actually get there. Also, by the way, I totally forgot to say hello, Magashi. How are you doing today? I apologize. I am failing left and right here in this game. But I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. It looks like we just have like a full house today. A full house full of celebrities here. Anybody watching right now, please give Magashi-sama a follow. Another fellow Fruity member. Fresh Fruit even. Last seen playing... What were you playing? Stream, I can't believe. Check out... No, that's not what I meant. I do like JoJo, but I didn't actually need to shout him out just now. Okay, there we go. Last seen playing No Man's Sky. How's that going, Magashi? I actually have never played that game, but I know that there's a lot of folks that swear by it. Okay, so let's try and find a different way to actually get there. One of the things that I often mention whenever I play Banjo-Tooie is that the world is quite large, and so it is just a lot of running around to actually find your actual points of interest. We've already been here and we weren't able to actually open this door. I think this is like a hot and cold world or something like that. So I can't imagine that is what we're looking for. Thank you for the shout. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And that's the pogo shoes, so that doesn't make any sense. We've been up there already. Maybe let's go to the map right before this, and maybe there's like a place to... Maybe there's a fork in the road. The road... Why do I keep doing this? 3D platforming extraordinaire. What about down there? There seems to be something down there. Staircases. I would assume that we've already pressed this button. Oh, did I just randomly change my... Voila. No Man's Sky is tons of fun, currently flying from star system to star system to find a new place to make a base. You know, I think that I remember when that first game came out, that folks were complaining about the fact that it didn't have enough worlds, or that the game wasn't auto-generating enough worlds. But I think that by this point they probably fixed all that stuff, and so it's a far more agreeable experience. But yeah, I'm glad that you're having a good time with it. Okay, considering we're just gonna take a warp back. This is silly. We're wasting time here. And time is money, friend, so... It's changed a ton. It's been over 9 years. You know, I read that, and I immediately remember that that story that people say, that like classic ghost story where somebody's like, oh hey, I saw this person yesterday, and then they're like, oh, but they've been dead for over 7 years or something like that. Anyways, that was needlessly creepy. Sorry about that. Maybe let's go... Oh, the dirt tracks over here. There's fire here, so maybe this way? Yeah. Well, we got ads in about a minute or so, so let me find the safe spot. This is Witchy World. What about this lagoon over here? Okay, so maybe we can actually use Kazooie as a missile here, right? Rigo! If I could just navigate this properly. For the life of me. Can I do this? My greatest challenge. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Nice. Okay, so this is the way forward, I think. I hope. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so the nice thing that I remembered about that game was the procedurally generated worlds and that. Okay, we're inside another digger tunnel. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take that ad break, folks, so we will be back with Banjo-Tooie in about 3-4 minutes or so. Stay tuned for more. And hello and welcome back to the Ales Dandy stream, or rather the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, Gentleman Streamer, Beer Goggles 21, Mama Ales, Baby Boy. And welcome back everyone, thank you for the welcome back kitty. Happy Thursday one and all once again. We are playing Banjo-Tooie and we're trying to find the entrance to Terrydactyland. We were basically just looking in the wrong direction for quite some time. So thank you everyone for your patience here. We make great progress in this stream, I promise. No, we don't. Oh my gosh, another Klungo fight.
Har, har, har. Mistress said Klungo must stop you or I get more beatings.
We'll give you a beating too.
No, Klungo win this time. Has new potion to try.
Okay, so it's the fight for our lives. Blue potion this time. I believe that recovers hearts and magic. Oh, it's a multiplicity potion, just like the Michael Keaton movie from the 90s, Multiplicity. Do we have to just attack them like regular attacks? Okay. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, roll! Roll like Elden Ring! Oh, the wrong one. Oh, so there's one? Stop! Why would you do that? Okay. So we have to make sure we choose the right one. Wait, there's more? Uh-huh. Do they have like a slightly different coloring? Nice. Go! Yowza! We got this. Now there's 4 of them. The fearsome foursome. Okay, it's this one. I know it. Wrong. Keep making circles, circles, circles. Try Z targeting for maximum damage. Okay, there's no actual good way to tell which one is the right one. I don't see it, at least. If you see it, tell me, but they all look the same to me. Let's just pick one. We basically have a 25% chance here. Oh gosh. Of course, it's not great that we can't actually see the point at which they split, which might actually give us a clue. Okay, well that was pointless. Wow! Oh, wow. Just got punched. The 1-2. I'm gonna go for this one. Wrong. How can you actually tell? This is we're basically wasting time until we find a qualifier. Is it the eyes? The eyes all look the same. I can't. With this camera. Wrong. Watch out! Still the same. Okay, if I lose this match, I might just have to look up how do you actually find the correct one, because I'm not seeing it. This one looks a little shinier. Nice, got him. Is that it? Whew. Whew.
Baron Bird beats poor Klungo again.
I can't be good for your health, Klungo. Why not retire?
No, mistress needs me. Klungo returned for more beatings. Then work on new potion.
Well, as long as that works for you, Klungo. You know, for a Banjo-Tooie game, I feel like we don't have a lot of interaction with Gruntilda and her sisters too often. I feel like we saw a lot of them at the beginning, but not much more after that. Oh dang, you're still playing Banjo-Tooie? Yeah, ever since that time several months ago, I'm still playing it. How are you doing, Crabman Lizard Cloak? Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you. Okay, so now we're in the wasteland, which might be a good thing. New move.
The ultimate egg for you to hold. A clockwork bomb that's remote controlled.
Oh, I think I remember this from like a demo or watching somebody play this.
That'll be all. Dismissed.
Okay, so how do these work? No, so that's not how you call them up. Is it changing of the eggs? The changing of the eggs, of course. Okay, so if we do this. Oh, use control stick to move the bomb around and detonate it
by pressing B.
Okay, but what will we ever do with a little thing like this? I feel like N64 games were elated with the idea of remote bombs. Like in Ocarina of Time we had bomb chews, and in Perfect Dark we had those like homing missiles that you would be able to control from like the Slayer bazookas. So yeah, so some stuff like that all the time. Somebody's whistling at me. Who is that? Doing alright, and yeah, Banjo-Tooie feels really weird with its lack of Gruntilda. Yeah, in the original game, you would have her just like say lines every few minutes, every time you were in her lair. And so navigating the Isle of Hags, I don't know that it would benefit from it, but it does seem like you're disconnected from the villain in this one. You know, it's kind of like how in Borderlands 2, you're constantly listening to the final boss of the game, just constantly saying like, "Yeah, you vault hunters, I'ma get ya." Like he literally says that all the time, every 5 seconds, and people enjoy it. You get that, Jinjo? I will. I'm trying to look for it. I hope it's not one of those mean Joes. I don't like the mean Joes. We heard him a lot when we first came in through this tunnel. So it must be close to the entrance. Okay, I think we're back to full health, so we don't have to worry about that too much. There are mean Joes? Yeah, there are. They pretend to be friendly, but as soon as you walk up to them, they give you like this kind of grimace and then they fight you. And then there's no actual good way to like destroy them unless you're like using the Wonder Wing. I never played Banjo-Tooie. You know what, Kitty, at this point, I'm going to say that if you play Banjo-Kazooie, that is the better experience. Unless you want to be playing this game for months like I am, maybe not worth it.
Where you going, punk? Select B to cancel.
Okay, so now we can teleport all the way over here without having to go through that whole part. But where is that Jinjo? Okay, I hear Jinjo again. Oh, there they are. Oh look, it's an evil one. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you're still there, Kitty, but yeah, it's basically this one. Every time you approach it, it'll like do this like shocking sort of thing, and unless you have like, oh, I didn't get him. Anyways, they're vile, they're terrible. They're the rotten members of the Jinjo family. Okay, so let me actually go ahead and check that off. I actually have this handy dandy checklist that I shouldn't be accessing when enemies are around me, I guess. But I'm actually trying to check off everything for Banjo-Tooie. Where's the entrance to the map anyways? Let's see, Mayhem Temple. Oh, watch out. I tell you, picking on enemies in this game is can sometimes be a little difficult because of the 3D or the 3D camera. It's not, Okay, so where was I? Jiggies. Mayhem Temple, Witchy World, Isle of Hags. Okay, so we got an orange Jinjo. Nice. Let's go back to Terrydactyland. Let's try and find the entrance. Shall we? Shall we? What is this crevice? It's a crevice. Is this the entrance finally? What is this thing? It's like a purple toilet. That's no good. I guess let's try and activate it. Another one of these. It is written that 45 jiggies are required to open this door. But you do not have enough. Keep searching, mortal. Well, thank you for that. Thank you, but no thank you.
And Q here to ride in the great bubble elevator up to the clouds.
I guess that's maybe one of the final worlds would be my guess. I wonder how many notes you can actually get out here. Okay, so clearly that wasn't the entrance, but what about this face over here? Is this the entrance to Terrydactyland? This has got to be it. Let's go in here. Ah, finally made it to Terrydactyland. All my love too long ago. So, those of you that have been here for a long time, I'm sorry, but we are also playing Banjo-Tooie with a strategy guide. We're using the original Nintendo Player's Guide for Banjo-Tooie, and the main reason for doing that is to kind of try and keep things in order and try to make sure that I get everything before I move on. Simply because if I don't do that, I know that I won't go back to it. And it works okay. I'm not gonna say that it's like the most accurate system in the world. Like, I wish that I could write in the guide to check off things that I've actually gotten before. But it's okay. It's fine. Okay. Alright. So, Unga Bunga, blah blah blah. Springy step shoes. And hatch. Jiggies galore waiting for you at the mountaintop. The first one is at Scary Terry. So let's go to Terry's nest. First things first. Scary Terry? Warp pad. Go ahead and activate that. Okay. And of course the types of enemies that... Wow, these fellas take 2 hits. You know, this place is giving me a lot of Mumbo's Mountain feels. It has a very similar color palette. Wow, these stegosauruses are just relentless. Not worth it. I guess one nice thing that I have come to enjoy about Banjo-Tooie is, at the very least, it does not ask you to collect every single musical note like the original did. You basically get them in bundles of 5s and like 10 or 20. Wait, how do I... Oh, it's right there. Maybe we can do a flippity flap. No, it's quite far. It's quite far. Maybe what we need is the talon trot in order to run on water. What if we go this way? No, it doesn't seem like that would be productive. Ooh, here we go. Nice. Wolf's Kiss. Let me go ahead and check that one off. Terrydactyland. Globos, honeycombs. Use the running shoes across the water. Nice, okay. What is that egg? Is that an egg? Doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Let's try and find our way to the top of the mountain, which is where our first target is. Now the question is, how do we get to the top of the... Oh my gosh. Just attack. Just attack. Ah, thank goodness for that. Where is the top of the mountain? Maybe up there? Maybe that's where we need to go? Are we like in a volcano? Maybe, possibly. Okay, I thought I was gonna fall off the ledge and just eat some swamp water. We don't like swamp water around here. Even though we grew up in Florida, we do not like swamp water. And what is this? Oh, it's Chuffy. Chuffy the Chuffer. Okay, so now we should be able to access the train from here. Not that I think I need it, but it's nice to have. What is this thing? It's a dinosaur face. I'm assuming you can only activate that using a dinosaur enemy somewhere. There's definitely some cracks here, which suggests to me that maybe there's a way to... No, that wouldn't make sense. And of course that's the Mumbo token, or the Mumbo pad. Oh, and there's a little dinosaur tunnel here. Maybe this is what we can enter once we turn into a dinosaur banjo. Dinosaur banjo, of course, everybody knows who that is. Path to nest. Well, how do we get there? I guess we have to first transform into a dinosaur in order to maybe gain access to the higher levels. Maybe that makes sense. And in order to do that, of course, we have to find Mumbo. Excuse me. I haven't had my afternoon coffee yet, which is probably why I'm starting to feel the yawnies. Brrrr. Oh, and we got some notes. Nice. Where is Mumbo here? This is one of those times where I wish these maps here had maps, like actual maps. Oh wow. Oh wait a second, we're back in the swamp water. Come on. I thought that was just regular grass. What a mess. Got him. Oh, no honeycomb. There's Mumbo's hut. Let's go get the wading boots. Jump! Ah, thank goodness for that. And that's another Mumbo pad. Yeah, that doesn't look very watery. It just kind of looks like green grass, like really dark green grass. But I guess if you stand still and you stare at it, there's like a little bit of a liquid motion to it. I forget, Crabman, have you played this game before? I'm sure I asked you this several times the last time I played this. Forgive my memory, I'm an old man, I'm confused. Okay, there's gotta be like a global around here. There's always... See, I told you. I told you. Didn't I tell you that? There it is. Whoop, there it is. Just like that popular song said. Let's see, which is weird since it looks like the same texture as Bubble Gloop Swamp from the first game, but they did a better job making it stand out as water then. Yeah, I felt like there was no mistaking about it in that one. Also, why do swamps have piranhas? The world may never know. I played a very small bit of Tooie. Cool, thank you for reminding me. I'm an old man who is 45 years old. Jojo, you're 45 years young. Thank you for that. Also, it's cool, it's been like 2 months, I think. Yeah, it's been a while. Not to go into the mechanics of like how I schedule my streams, but generally on Thursdays, I will bounce between 2 retro games. And it's either this game or Final Fantasy VIII. And because I haven't been able to push as much as I wanted in Final Fantasy, I was more or less stuck with it. I felt like I needed to go back to Tooie and just cleanse my palate, as they say. Welcome again, Bear and Bird.
We've got a Globo.
Must give magic creature to Mumbo if want help. Want Mumbo's help? Yes, give us the help.
Sure, we need all the help we can get.
And throw it in Mumbo's bag. There he goes. And at the very least, I saw 2 different Mumbo pads. So we can work on those. We can work on those. Work on my personality too, but also work on those pads. Let's see. I never saw you stream, so I just assumed you went on an extended vacation and or had your PC die on you. Fortunately, that hasn't happened. I've taken maybe a week off somewhere in the middle because of travel. Maybe like a week or two. But yeah, I mostly keep to the Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesday nights too, but I'm thinking of not doing Wednesday nights anymore because they're tough. Because they wear on me. Okay, so there's the Mumbo pad. Just make sure not to jump on the Swampy. Let's work on it. Hope this works. Binka bonka, binka bonka. I wonder what they told the actor, like making those sound bites to actually say. Let's see. I can relate. The reason why I'm playing Sega Dreamcast games is because I'm taking a break from Chrono Cross. And yeah, even though you're playing a persistent campaign, it's nice to just like play something that's not the same genre, right? By the way, I love Chrono Cross, so I hope you're having a great time with it. Okay. And then the other pad that I remember seeing was in front of what's her name? Humba? I think her name is Humba, right? Or it's not Mamba. But in front of her wigwam. Wamba's wigwam? Watch out! Oh, it's like we have the lousiest weapon in the game. This thing that has such short range. It's basically like a tiny taser. Wamba, yeah, Wamba. And of course, oh wait. Never mind. I thought that for some reason he could like walk through it. But that was just me being hopeful. Wamba's wigwam. Of course, there's that alliteration there. I couldn't do it because I'm illiterate. What about here? What's in here? This is not Wamba's wigwam. There is just so much in Banjo-Tooie. It's crazy. Humba Wamba. Is that her full name? Okay, let's keep looking for a pad. Could it have been that far? Because it's basically the first thing that we saw when we came in. Not that way, not that way. What am I missing here? And this is where we... Yeah, I think this is the way. This is the way. Honeycomb there. Oh, here it is, here it is. Please. Okay, there we go. Do your thing. Hope this works. Wait, what? What's the point of that? I don't know if that was necessary. Let's go in. Mumbo, get out of pool. I know that she can't actually transform Mumbo, so it might be pointless to talk to her in this form. Wait, so what was the point of actually making this place big? That is weird. Okay. Well, what a waifu. She definitely increased in size, so definitely a larger than life waifu, even. Maybe we need to transform into dinosaur before we actually are able to go into those pads. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to Mumbo's hut, transform back to Banjo and Kazooie, and try to see if I can interact. Bum, bum, bum. I forget where I read this, but I think it's the case that Mumbo is actually like a Jinjo with a skull on his head, if I recall correctly. Maybe the inhabitants of this world, who are supposed to be the most humanoid, actually just have the shape of Jinjos. Maybe, possibly. What does the lore say? What does the lore say? Alright. So let's go back to the wigwam. Or maybe he's a skull wearing a Jinjo. There's always that possibility. There's that. Actually, that made me think of you know, that old question when it comes to like transplants. If obviously if you get like a hand transplant, then it's a hand transplant. But if you get a head transplant, would it be a body transplant or would it actually be a head transplant? These are the important questions. Hopefully the Globo is somewhere around here, where we can just activate. Maybe behind her throne. Spells written by Humba Wumba. Great. Ba, 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 ba. And if we get into the water, she's not gonna really do anything. Okay, well, we need to find that Globo, I guess. And I might just go ahead and take a peek at this guy to see if I can find it. Obviously, there was a Globo right behind Mumbo. That was Globo number 1. Generally, every single world has 2 Globos. But where's the second one? Okay, they are in the 2nd level of Terrydactyland. How do I even get to the 2nd level? They should be like in a path that stems right off of this place. Maybe here? Path to nest. There's like a little cove here at the top, it seems. Where are we even? I hear the sound of Globo. There it is. Nice. I let go of the controller to do the hand sign. And of course I don't get the thing that I intend to get. Pro Gamer right there. Pro Gamer move. And there's like a waterfall over there. That's fine. Let's go and try and get Wumba's transformation. slide. Wow, that's a large tent. Okay, so now we should be able to throw it, maybe. Wait, is it because we're in the giant wigwam mode that it's not activating? Oh, I guess let's go back with Mumbo and undo the spell and see if we can actually activate it that way. Fortunately, we've got a warp here, so we won't have to do a lot of traveling. And in case anybody's wondering, we are enjoying a delicious Cuddle Puddle from Black Hammer Brewing. Boom. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so we transform back to Mumbo. I don't actually know why instead of switching to Mumbo, we simply can't ask him to come with us. That might actually make things a lot easier. But what do I know about these things? Where's that warp? Oh, it's right over there. Totally whiffed it on there. Outside of Wombo's wigwam. Yeah, and maybe that's you know, I don't wanna spend like the majority of the stream complaining about this or that, but it's very difficult to ignore the fact that it's a lot of backtracking, and like I said, I do find a lot of charm in the worlds, but sometimes stuff like this is just a bit much. Okay, Mumbo doesn't want Banjo cramping his style. You think so? Like if I were to go ask Mumbo for help, I would ask him to go in my place. Like, oh hey, can you what would be like a good thing that Mumbo would be? Can you jump my car because my battery died? And then he would say yes, but I will go instead of you, so stay here. Yeah, it was during an era where time invested equals the experience. But you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because when I think of that concept, I generally think of like the difficulty of NES games, where they were just incredibly difficult because you only had the one that you had to play for several months, and so you really had to like perfect gameplay there. By the time the N64 era and PlayStation rolled around, I felt like there probably could have been a bit more charity in terms of like the time investment. But you know, I kind of get it. I get it. I say that and I recall the fact that, of course, the N64 had very few like major releases. I definitely had most first-party games and most rare games, but those came. Each of those came after a few months. All right, let's go to Womba's wigwam.
Choose a destination.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there was definitely a time during those days where the process was like, oh, I am getting an N64 game, I have to get the accompanying player's guide, and then I will play it. Okay, now let's do this. Wait, why is she not doing anything? You have Globo. Want to give to how much? Yes, take it.
Take it, it's yours.
Sure, I'll just throw it in.
Can I just say that the unspoken truth here is that you are basically taking a bubble bath with a Globo in this pink bathtub, which sounds like a delightful experience. I don't know that it constitutes a magic process, a magic procedure. Oh, the body horror. We have turned into a tiny T-Rex.
Wumba called his baby T-Rex. Use control stick to move.
Okay, I get it. Can we attack? I hope we can attack. Can we eat this watermelon? To be fair, the N64 games were like $60 on launch back then, so you don't want short games. Yeah, and that made a lot of sense too. Classic $60 games, Crabman. Remember those days? Remember those days? Okay, so does this mean that we can now use these paths? Maybe? How do we even... Is there like a way to attack? Baby T-Rex. How about we go up this mountain? Ails is confused. Why wouldn't this just... What is the benefit to using this creature? I don't remember those days since I was an innocent child with no real comprehension of the value of $1, much less 60 of them. That sounds about right. I don't know that I took away too much from the concept of $60 other than the fact that it is what my parents would spend if I brought home immaculate report cards. Okay, what if we go here? So we can't use the warps for whatever reason. Is there another attack that we have access to? Doesn't really seem to be doing much of anything. Okay, well let's continue exploring as this dinosaur. Dinosaur!
Wow, a new dinosaur. What are you?
Vicious T-Rex.
You're not that vicious. You don't even know how to roar properly, do you?
No, I don't think we do.
It's easy. Just tap B for a short roar and hold B for a long one.
Thanks, let's go roar at someone.
What? Boy, it doesn't seem like it actually works on that.
How do I do those
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Stop talking to him. Stop it. Don't talk to strangers. Okay. I'm gonna go bye. Yeah, thank you for the lurk, Jojo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Enjoy the crazy taxis. What is this thing? It is like a switch, but it doesn't seem like we can stomp them in this form. Okay, so the roaring is not gonna open doors, but maybe now we can use the roars to actually access those doors. Like this one right here. Oh, nice, it opened. Ooh, cool, a Cheeto note. We are cheaters. Okay, so that's 3. How many do we actually need to activate cheats? I should look that up. So, fun fact, according to an inflation calculator, Banjo-Tooie selling for $60 on launch is equivalent to $111 in today's money. That is a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, of course, the inflation calculator is always going to show something revealing like that. Um, all my love too long ago. So where were we? So we got a Cheeto page. And what is this place? I think we've seen the other side of this lagoon from someplace else. I say lagoon and I am reminded of course, Laguna Loire from Final Fantasy VIII. Roar, 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 roar. Okay, I'm not. Then the glittering prize will be yours. Okay. Does that mean that we have to do that in a specific sequence? Wait, let's do it. Let's look at it. Short, short, long, short, long, long. Okay, so it's short, short, long, short, long, long, right? Short, short, long. Let me look at it one more time. Short, short, long, short, long, long. Okay. Let's see if that actually works. Short, short, long, short, long, long. Didn't actually do anything. Try one more time. Short, long, long. Huh. Okay, well, nothing happened, so maybe it's a trick for a different section of the world map. Maybe, potentially. I want to go see the Terrydactyl. Let's go back up. Oh, come on. Where's Wumba's wigwam? I feel like we totally missed our spot here. Oh, right, now I remember. We're getting disrespected by these pterodactyls right here, which doesn't even make sense. I feel like a T-Rex would be far more menacing. Right, and I remember that she was here. Ooh, there's another one of these. No, wait, and this is the same place that we were before. Okay. So let's go back out this door. I knew we had to be there before. Okay, now let's go high. To the nest. I feel like a lot of the transformations here, rather than provide specific functions, what they end up doing is they give you access to things. Because I specifically remember in Witchy World, the idea was that you could use the van full of money to like gain access to... What? You never get jiggy from Rocknut's tribe. We got big tough armor. Well, that didn't work. That definitely threw us for a loop. Jump. No! Oh, wow. For a moment there, I thought that he was just going to fall and, like, die from fall damage. Fortunately, not the case here. What's in here? That's not really helping our cause. Okay. No, come on. With all our might, yes. How do I do those different... Okay, every single time we come upon a Stegosaurus, I guess they're just gonna talk about that. They're not actually gonna attack us, which is nice. Oh, we also can't fight them, but they can attack us. Let's try to go back up one more time. Watch out! No, 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 no. Oh, we have such little health. There's no, like, good way to recharge in this form because we have no attack. Oh, there's a honeycomb right there. Wait. Wait, come... You know what? This might not be bad because we have to take an ad break in about a minute. So I might as well just use this opportunity to go ahead and do that. We will be back with more Banjo-Tooie after 3-4 minutes. Stay tuned for more nonsense. And hello and welcome back to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, Gentleman Streamer. Beer Goggles 21, the excellence of an execution. And welcome back to stream, folks. Thank you so much for being here and I appreciate the welcome back, Skitty. Thank you for hanging out today. We are playing Banjo-Tooie, and I kid you not, we have been making zilch progress, el zilcho. We are not doing very well today. We're exploring Terrydactyland, and we are lost. Lost in space. I apologize that my break took a bit longer than expected, and that's because I basically decided to quickly prepare myself like a short cup of coffee, because it's at around this time where I would be taking in some caffeine anyway, and I felt like I was kind of just like losing energy. I was just kind of like dragging my feet. I was just like going through the motions. Am I human or am I dancer? Know what I'm saying? And so I needed to get that coffee in me. Okay, let's go up the steps. Okay, killer platforming here. I hope I get all of the nodes out of the way already. Oh, what is this?
Only when the secret code of the dinosaurs is heard will this jiggy be yours.
That didn't rhyme at all. You didn't even try. Okay, so if I recall correctly, it's a short, long. Short, long. Okay, let's try that. Nice. Money. Ba-da-da-dum. Okay, so we remembered something. Unfortunately, we can't actually reach the nest without the springy shoes. So it looks like we're gonna have to go back. Gamer, thank you so much for the accolade, kitty. Let's call that a joint victory. Yeah, so I mean, let me just go of a train of thought here, but I was trying to find a different time of my week to actually slot in my Mega Man X streams, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe I'll try to go for like an early Saturday morning sort of thing, and it's probably the least intrusive. I just gotta make sure that I go to sleep on time on Friday, which is a challenge on its own. Friday is generally the one day of the week where I can stay up, and I enjoy it, but for the life of me, I am not productive at all. Like, I'll basically pop into people's streams, I'll answer like a blue sky message, and that is it. And it's like a 3 hour block where I'm basically doing nothing productive. And while that in itself is you know, it's fine. It's also just like, oh, I could be doing so much more. Oh, can we actually? No. Oh, no. Okay. Can we turn back somehow into Banjo and Kazooie? So I'm thinking that Saturday morning might be okay if I'm able to actually sleep on time. Oh, this is... I love how I'm clipping through the polygons here. Bum 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 bum. Oh, come on. Come on, Sonia, give me a break. No! Ah, just the overjump on that one. But yeah, I'm surprised that the baby dinosaur form here is not, does not give you like any additional attacks. It's a little frustrating that you basically have this raptor and they can't really like do anything to attack. What? There's evil honeycomb boxes too? What is this? Ah, there's gotta be a place to hide. What about that platform? No, we're too short. We're too short. Let's go back. Let's get out of here. This is not the exit. This is not the exit you're looking for. Okay, well, that was a bust. Let's get out of here. Clearly, the only way to go to the pterodactyl's nest is to learn the new jam jars move. So I gotta find those. Let's go back in. Oh, come on. I basically just step on the poop. Where's Mumbo? Or where's Wumba? Mumbo's Mountain. Okay, so let's turn back to Banjo and Kazooie. And we'll be okay, I think. Okay, finally, attack options. So I think first things first, we gotta find jam jars. Gotta find that jam jars. We learned the most recent thing we learned from him was the little eggs that work as landmines. But there's gotta be other things. There's gotta be other things. Ooh, and there's a Jinjo here. Oh, I think we probably have to use the dinosaur roar in order to get that yellow Jinjo. That makes sense, right? Of course, we can't really go there. We gotta go all the way down. Let's go to the start of the world. I think that makes the most sense. Okay. And that's where we started, of course. What is this hole right here? What does this button do? Okay, and this is... Wait, is this another place? No, it isn't. Inside the mountain. I feel like it's like a volcano or something like that. Wait, that didn't actually do anything. Can we actually not get past these fools? Oh, it's a fool from Rome. What about explosion eggs? I doubt that that's gonna work. No, they're basically invincible. There's gotta be another way. Okay, so we can't get past this person. Oh wait, there was a thing that we could climb. Special eggs. Can you please go down? How do you go down? Okay. What was the point of that? Is there like another way to potentially... Maybe it is about maybe going behind them with the robot. Oh, come on. Why would I... Dios mío. Okay. Let's try and go back up there. Try to use the clockwork eggs. Get behind the person. And maybe explode from behind him. And see maybe that does the thing. Boom, boom, boom. So tired of all these mean Joes, you know? Okay, so let's pick the clockwork eggs. And now... let's go ahead and deploy. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. The camera was way too close. Try again. You think I've got this, kitty? Somehow I doubt it, but we'll give it the old college try, like they say. I'm gonna try and get behind... Oh, come on. Was I supposed to go between his legs? Is that... Okay, try again. Okay. Now, can we just... Oh, come on. I can't imagine that this is the way to... I mean, I'll try it a few more times, see what happens. But this is just... I can't imagine that the makers of the game were like, oh yeah, they're gonna figure this out. They just have to get the bird behind him and then explode behind them. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, let's do the thing. Nice! It actually worked. So basically, the idea was I actually didn't get past him, but I exploded close enough on his head where it actually registered as it being behind him. Ridiculous. Wait, there was no point to... There's nothing here! There's nothing here! What? We did it. Epic maneuver. Gamer moves. You know what? I'll take it. At least we figured out that there's a way to defeat these things, but there's no reward for our persistence. Persistence, fall of man. I guess now we know how to do it, which is a nice thing, but otherwise, yeah. Lesson learned, game. Lesson learned. I wish we had bomb chews in this game. Those were at the very least faster. Bumba-chew. Bum-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay, so like I was trying to say, really the point here is to try and find jam jars. Find jam jars, save the world. I watched a lot of people play this game, and what was the consensus, Marcus? 5,400. Did most people do it better than ales? I bet you good money that they did. Happy Thursday, by the way. Welcome in. Dun, 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 dun. Eggs? I wanted the ice eggs. Ice, ice, baby. Okay, so, ooh, musical notes. Don't tell me that basically all the musical notes that I picked up before are gone. They probably are. There's a Jam Jars place. A Jam Jars thingy.
High up ledges are out of reach. A jump to get there I now teach. Choose your spot with greatest care. Only one jump for the bird and bear.
Very nice.
That'll be all. Dismissed.
Okay, so now we have the springy shoes. Great. Ba, 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 ba. Let's find some of those springy locations. Like the first thing I want to do, which is the first thing that I've been wanting to do from the beginning, is get all the way to the top. Okay, who are you? You not come past, no one gets in Oogle Boogle Cave. They bad men.
Why is that then?
We Unga Bungas want to rule all Terrydactyland. Oogles wants to share. They bad. That's interesting. Can I just go in anyways? It's not letting me. What if I use my new bird bomb tactic against them? Oh. I don't think I can actually go behind them. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. But that's okay. That's okay. We got this. Who's the person in Street Fighter 3 who was just like, yo, I got this? One of them said that. One of the Street Fighter 3 Renos. Okay, here we go. The path to the nest. Wait a second, I think we were down there before, right? Yes, there's the springy shoes. Oh gosh, okay, I think we need to make a bigger jump. Oh, but it won't let us reach the tallest spot. How many jumps can we actually commit to with this thing? I wonder why they didn't just give us those hoppy pads. See, so it's like you're supposed to get up there, but we don't have springy shoes here. Weird. Jinjo is calling to me. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. Ah, come on.
Welcome to the Garden of Madness.
Well, let's try to see if there's a different way to actually reach that top. Down he goes. Oh ha, that's the world entrance. Never mind. For a hot minute there, I thought that it was another location. Yeah, so I feel like in this world I'm like going through a lot of I'm covering a lot of real estate, but I'm not doing anything, and that's a little annoying. I feel like in the original game, like basically like you would turn left and right, and there would be like actual like Jinjos to collect. Whereas here it's just like the challenges behind each of them are very well hidden. So I don't know, it just makes things a lot more difficult to decipher. Whoa, hey. Oh, finally a honeycomb. There's a little cave there which we did access before. Okay, what about this location? Train station for Terrydactyland. Oh wait, is that a Jinjo? Is that a Minjo? Okay, 50-50. Let's put a poll on chat to see if it's a Jinjo or a Minjo. Let's not do that. Oh, it's an evil one. Evil. Watch out! I wasn't gonna be fooled by that. That Jinjo looked like it had seen some things. Wow, every single time I fight one of these guys, it's like I take a hit before I can even take them down. Okay, well, Ice Eggs is fine. I don't really think I need to activate this right this moment. I just wanted to mainly check this area to see if there was any collectible that I should probably be getting. Watch out! Run, 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 run. Yeah, this game definitely doesn't allow you to just hang out. It's constantly forcing you to move. Wait, is that a... I know that person. How do we get that person? Let's throw a grenade egg. 'Cause baby, I'd catch a grenade for ya. In order to actually get to them, we would have to actually... That's a lot of actuallys. We would have to go to the same platform that they find themselves in. Okay, let's... What? What? There isn't anything behind them, so... I'm gonna say that there's no point in actually doing that. Ah, come on, let's go back up. Okay. Make your way up around the left ramps to the train station. You'll encounter a number of jumps. Sheer cliff. Locate the springy step shoes and use them to the nest sign. Okay, so it basically says that we have to... We're on the right path. It's just that we haven't encountered the right springy step location. And there's this person here, of course. Okay, is this area new? This area seems new. And it's a lagoon of some sort. Some eggs. Ah, this camera is just so uncooperative sometimes. No! Oh, come on. Jeez. Of course we fell into the swamp. This is madness. This... Just climb. Just get out of there. Okay. Great, we found the springy shoes that we are not really in need of right here. What will we even use these for right here? Oh, I see. Great. Let's get the clockwork eggs. Sure would be nice if you could just have like a generic egg ammo, and then you could choose whatever it is you want to choose. Is that a... Sorry about that, folks. Maybe in here we can release one of those clockwork eggs. See what happens. I'm gonna get away from the explosion range though. Oh, it's going on in its own adventure. Terrydactyland. Where are we going? Oh wait, there's another hole here. Wait. Oh, come on. That didn't do anything for us. Try this again. So what are we trying to accomplish here? I guess if it was a little more clear, that'd be nice. So that's the one hole we came from. There's a blue Jinjo. There's another one here. We're about out of time, so... Oh wait, there's like 3 holes. Or several holes actually. I guess we're just gonna have to go through each of them. Did you just let's do it, kitty. That's a nice break. Let's do this. So I gotta fix my hair here. Sometimes the tuft is not symmetrical enough. But thank you very much for the redeem, kitty. Let's go ahead and pull up the churro cam. He knows what's coming. And there, of course, is Churro, Corgi boy of 7, smartest corgi on the planet, of course. He is he's enjoying his circular little treat bowl over there. That one has had some travels. It is actually the first one that he ever got, and he used to have the biggest trouble with it. He would probably take like 10 minutes just picking at it, and he would never actually go for the red dots. He's actually gotten a lot better, a lot smarter. Make me a smarter, better corgi. And there he is. So hopefully you're enjoying that. Today, for some reason, has been a very churro interactive stream, I find. And that is good because churro, of course, is supposed to be the element of this stream that is supposed to escalate me into legendary status. Maybe, maybe not, but who knows. Alright, we'll give him about 30 more seconds of just pawing at that thing. While I look at this player's guide. This moment of levity and wonder brought to you by the kitty toe beans, of course. You know, actually, I had the craziest idea the other day. Maybe if I pick up like another cheap camera, that I could actually have like dueling cameras for Churro, because this is not always like the greatest angle. I was thinking of maybe something like higher, maybe like a bit of a bird's eye view on him, and maybe I could like switch back and forth between those. That would take some good technologying, but I feel like we could make it work. Alright, but that's enough of Churro. You can continue to see him in the corner. Let's go back to some Banjo-Tooie here. Thank you once again for the redeem, kitty. Churro appreciates it. Okay. And not freezy eggs, clockwork eggs. Ice. Nice. Thank you for Churro. I wish that I could be responsible for him. We actually got Churro back in the day when my partner was more about oh no, this is a dead end. Can I walk past Banjo without... Okay, whatever. So that is a dead-end hole. Can't do anything about that one. But yeah, the idea of getting Churro was actually, we had an older corgi. His name was Bacon, and we kind of wanted to have him have a little brother sort of thing. And that is how Churro came to be. Oh, look at that. Right in the butt. Right over here. Got him! All ghost shape of the pair, but still 3 of us left. So how can I actually get that stuff? I defeated the guy, but now I can't actually go in there. That's obnoxious. Can I go around the mountain? Okay, so that's the first 2 holes. Let's try the next one up. Bam bam ba-dum bum. Okay, so we are back outside. And again, I don't think that there's anything here necessarily. There's a Jinjo in a cage. I don't think that there's anything we can do with this. So that's that hole. And then this hole. Too many holes. This one is closed off. Okay, what about this one? That again is a blue cage. I think that's the one where the guard was. I don't even know. I don't even know. Uh-oh. Serenity now. Serenity now. I didn't even actually mean to explode it on myself, but the little clockwork egg appeared right behind me, and it just so happened that the timer ran out. Okay, enough clockwork playing. That was ridiculous. Clockwork egging. Well, that was a move. I don't know if it was a gamer move, but it was a move. Definitely there was motion, there was dynamicism, there was a certain je ne sais quoi. Not a gamer move though. Okay, what if we go in here? You know, I'm thinking that maybe the next time I pick this up, what I'll probably end up doing is just follow a walkthrough because honestly, I feel like the game is like pulling me in 10 different directions and I can't focus on a single one. I'm still, like from the very beginning, I'm just literally trying to scale up the mountain and this thing or that thing happens. Okay. Ignore everything, just go up the mountain. And this is where the little holes were, if I recall correctly, maybe? Ba, 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 ba. No, that wasn't even it. That wasn't even it. Ooh, and there's some chambered nautilus in the water. And let's go for the remote eggs. And we got the wrong eggs. That's fine. It's fine. I don't even know how we would go about going. Maybe we can release the little critter here. Oh, we can't go through the panel. What? The holes are so big though. Oh look, there was a tiny hole here. Okay. Let's use applied knowledge, applied physics. Okay. So, look at that naked butt right there. Look at that. The perfect shape. Go! Cheers to bottom half nudity in this game. Cheers to butt. We shall always cheers to butt. Is it open now? No, it's not open. It didn't even open the cage. It didn't even open the cage. So I think I'm starting to understand. The idea is not that defeating these guys will actually get me a prize per se. It's more than defeating all of them at some point is going to give me something. I just don't know what that is. Okay, so this is not the way. Maybe we actually have to go into that lagoon. Oh, this place looks creepy. River passage. You know, whenever you see like an oozing green color, it generally means evil. Like I can remember a couple of examples. Like Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty was like green. Then there was Nickelodeon Gak was green. What the? And then finally, of course, the most conventional example is Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers. No, wait, he was purple. He was purple. Well, purple and green are kind of just like associated. I don't know. This was a 90s thing. You can't debate me on this. Ivan Ooze. Did you enjoy that Power Rangers movie, Kitty? I specifically remember I didn't watch that movie in the movie theater. I waited for it to come on VHS. My mom probably rented it for us, for me and my brother. And I specifically remember watching that movie like on the couch, enjoying ourselves, and we were specifically having pizza bagel bites because that was like the new thing where you could just unfreeze pizza bites and just eat them right out of the box.
It's exciting.
Oh, I think we need to actually separate. Let's see. He terrified me. I mean, I guess he did have a pretty scary face. He had like this weird, like thorny, like beard, like a goatee, and then like his head was kind of just like all bulbous. Okay, let's separate.
Rico!
How do we... There he goes. How do I... Oh, okay, there we go. So maybe that's a move for Kazooie. Can we actually just fly over there? Oh my gosh, why do I keep making the same mistake? What a nightmare.
Get out of here! This one's not for you, Fleabag! It's for that fat bear!
Wait, seriously? I thought he just said that he just said... Fine. What a jerk. I don't even know how to go back, by the way. I don't know how to go back. Maybe we need to make a jump. Oh, there's a... Right. Maybe there's a crevice. Or as it was used to say in Victorian times, a crevasse. I'll never forget going to Pizza Hut after seeing it in theaters, and I was sitting there nibbling on my pizza, staring out into the abyss because I was terrified Ivan Ooze was going to possess my parents. Wow, Kitty, that's a very vivid experience. Here's wondering how old you must have been during that time. I'm assuming quite young. But I kind of get it. I mean, it was... I feel like whenever you would watch any sort of like children-intended media, and you would go into the idea of actually your parents are turning against you, that it would definitely be more unsettling than, you know, your conventional monsters and things like that. Because of course, your parents were basically everything, right? And so, if you're... What is... This... I just got flushed down the toilet. I have no idea what happened. And yeah, this is... How do I even get back to Banjo? Oh, what a nightmare. I thought that there was a button combination that you could just do to... Wow. Today is one of those days. I guess let me try and get back all the way. I honestly thought that there was like a... ballerina moves here. What was I talking about? Just the idea of your parents turning against you was very scary back in the day. I remember, not necessarily my parents, but one of my aunts used to play this game with us, and we must have been like 7 or 8 years old, where she would tell us the story, and like right in the middle of it, she would like pretend that she had forgotten everything. Like total amnesia sort of thing. And she must have been a very convincing person, because we would certainly be terrified of the situation, and we'd be like, what is happening, or like what's going on, or like, yeah, it always just like made us think that things like we were in trouble or something like that. So yeah, I get that. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we can't. You seem okay. Me let you in. Oh, we can actually go in with just Kazooie. I literally just bumped into the guy, not thinking that anything was gonna happen. What is this? Is this a shortcut? Please tell me it's a shortcut. That would be nice. Where are we even? I'm looking at my clock and I'm thinking we've literally been in this map for like almost 3 hours at this point, and there is still not a place that I think, oh hey, we have been working in this area for some time. Like everything is new. This map is massive. But what are we doing here? A golden light. Go towards the golden light.
Come on, Kazooie, don't leave me in this world alone.
Oh, so I guess that is a world exit. Trust me, if there was a way for me to actually go back to Banjo, I probably would. But I have no idea how to do that right now. Checks out, because I remember the pizza being a child size. Oh wait, I just looked and I was 6 when that movie came out. Kitty, you're a very young person. Let me just say that. Let me just say that. Okay, so I'm going to assume that all you had to do here was open this door. And now that that person is gone, you can probably just come back here as Banjo and Kazooie. I can't do my springy step. Okay, fine. We're out of here. Okay, and we're actually getting close to our Cinderella time, folks. Unfortunately, it hasn't been the most productive of times, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, can we actually don the springy steps like this? Wow! Wild. Wild on E.
You down there, steal my eggs, would ya? Then take this.
Wait, what? I don't think she meant what she said. I think she was lying. I think she was lying, folks. Oh no. Oh, come on. Yeah, this this map is wild. Okay. I wasn't here. So maybe the idea is to separate from Banjo in order to continue scaling up the mountain. Because we were actually able to make it farther high. But in terms of like letting us know that that is what we needed to do, not really great at communicating that. Hey, hello, the next nightmare. Hope you're doing well. Boom. Let's try to find a different ledge. Oh no, come on, no. I gotta tighten up those graphics on level 3. Okay, so ignore that person. This is where we were. What we want to do is go around the mountain. No! Literally the same mistake. Literally. Wow. It's a rough going out there, folks. Stay safe. Stay safe. Okay, so we're back at the river passage. And now I remember literally that is where we separated from Banjo, the river passage. Okay, so now that's good knowledge. I don't know that we're gonna be able to do too much with it, but it was good knowledge. And actually, let me go back to Banjo and see if we can actually learn the new move from Bottles. Wait, again? Can we actually climb up here? Really? You can't... He basically said that Kazooie can't learn whatever move is there, so there must be some other way to do this. Oh, I think I get it. Maybe if we jump here. Okay, good. Now the question is, can Banjo actually attack like this? Can he not keep going? Oh, I see. Go up, go up. Right. Okay, there he goes. Oh no, let me go ahead and snooze ads. We're in the end game here, folks. We're in the end game. Ah, watch out. What? What? At least there's musical notes here, so I will feel accomplished. Make sure that... Whoa, why did the camera do that? Uh-oh. It's electric, folks. Just want to make sure that I get all these before we leave this area. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. I promise I will forget. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Watch out for that thing. I can't believe that we can't just literally just jump here. Okay. Maybe let's go back to the area where we separated, and maybe we call it there. This one's gonna take some thinking. And like I said, maybe next time what we end up doing is we just follow the guide. Like, we'll just read through the guide and tell us what we need to do, because me just bouncing from objective to objective is not only messy, but it's what if actually what if we just I'm gonna try it. Okay, let's go. Okay, nice. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Now can we actually learn the thing?
Forget it, punk! You won't be needing that flea bag with you to learn this.
Okay, so basically we just need to do this with Banjo by himself. Fine. Fine. Let's call it here, folks. I think this is it. Yes, save it. We're out. Let's go back to intermission. Game over. So that was Banjo-Tooie for today, Thursday. Thank you so much for everyone that decided to join us today, gave us a little piece of your time. Very much appreciate the company. Certainly very much appreciate all my chatters, all my lurkers, and of course, the Fool. How are you doing? Coming in on the end. You came in at the best time for yourself, the Fool. How are you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. How is it going? The Fool Wonders, of course, is a wonderful community member, fellow streamer, last seen playing Breath of Fire 3. Now, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I feel like that's the game that you were playing when I first popped into your stream years ago. Not years ago, years ago. Maybe like a month ago. But I don't know. Maybe I'm completely mistaken. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you're okay. You're most welcome, Kitty. Thank you so much for hanging out. Just got home from work, of course. I've been playing this game for so long. I'm slow. You know what? That is fine. I've been playing Banjo-Tooie, I kid you not, since sometime in late November. So it's like I bounced on and off it. So I know exactly where you're coming from. But yeah, I did want to say thank you to everyone that came in with the raids. Of course, Chrissy and Princess Ali. Very much appreciate you all for being here. Let me try and see if I can go through the list of folks that visited us today. Of course, we had Exo Peachy here. We had Magashi. We had Casey. We had Jaded Fox. Jojo was here as well. Vamp was here. Magashi, of course. Who else am I missing? Spectrum was here earlier as well. And Crabman Lizard, thank you all so much for your time today. Marcus, may we have a chat again some other time. But yeah, and the next nightmare. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're interested in this kind of nonsense, I have no idea why you would, but I stream on Thursdays and Fridays, maybe Saturday. Thursdays I'm playing Banjo-Tooie. Fridays I will be playing Elden Ring, that is tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get that Mega Man X stream either late Friday or early Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I make no promises. I always break promises. I'm a terrible person like that. But yeah, if you're interested in my schedule, these are my socials. Feel free to check those out in case you want to know exactly what I am doing and the madness that goes inside my head. With that, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. And I have an idea as to who to raid. You know what? Let's go ahead and return the favor, as they say. Let's go ahead and raid Marie, who visited us earlier. Currently playing The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Fellow Fruity member, of course. It would be really nice if we could say hello. Let's see if I can actually spell today. Nice, so let's start that raid, playing the DX version of Link's Awakening. Here is the raid message for viewers, and that is the raid message for followers. It would be wonderful if you would copy one of those, but I completely understand if you would simply don't want to do that, because sometimes it's taxi, sometimes it invites conversations that you're not ready to have, so it's okay. Link's Awakening hype, I love it. It's my favorite 2D Zelda, the Fool. But yeah, let's go ahead and start that raid. While I do that, let me go ahead and end this stream. Very much appreciate you all, and as I like to say, stay thirsty, Ale Pack. Tomorrow the sun will rise. See you again.